Morning, guys. Welcome to day 249 of Tell Me YouTube Millionaire. Today's just going to be really an update of various things that are happening in my life right now. A lot of things are in motion. You see, I am currently in the process of leveling up my real estate portfolio. So what that means is I'm selling off a bunch of my units, a bunch of my properties, to get some capital to invest in another one. This should yield about a 30%, 35% increase in my overall portfolio size in terms of number of units. But typically when you're trying to level up, you can expect like a 2x or a 3x even. So that's a 200% or a 300% increase. No, 100% or 200% increase. So I'm not leveling up as big as I'd like, going from 21 units to 29-ish, right around there, but it's still a level up. Also, it's a consolidation. So while all of my other units are basically single families, 4-unit apartment complexes, 2-unit duplexes and stuff like that, now I'm consolidating them all into one property. Property that's 21 units by itself. Hopefully I get it. So we don't know yet, but it looks like if everything goes well and the sale of all of my properties that I'm trying to sell right now goes well, then I should be able to get it for the price that I want and therefore accomplish my goal. And this is a property that has a lot of space for increases of rents. So it's not very much at the moment, but it will be really big, giggity, in the future. So that's one of the things that's happening in my life right now. Another one, obviously, is that my girlfriend is going to be here in a couple days. And we're going to be going up to the Atlantis casino with my parents, actually, because I was already planning on doing that anyway. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to go to the car show because it's hot August nights at the Atlantis. Hot August nights goes from the 6th to the 9th, I believe it is. But basically it's just a big old car show with a bunch of classic cars that have been renovated and restored and all that. She loves trucks. She loves specifically the Raptor Ranger, the Ford Raptor Ranger. And I can see why. I like Ford Rangers to begin with. It's kind of one of my favorite vehicles. But hopefully we'll see more than a handful of those out there. And on top of that, I did throw my back out about 10 days ago or so, and it's still hurting. But fuck it, do it live. I don't care. We're going normal otherwise with all the plans that we had. And at this point, still hurting, but it's a little better than it was. I may have actually slightly put out of alignment my hips, which happens with me every once in a while. I don't know why. I have a very strong girdle in my body, and I don't know why that keeps on happening, but it does. So I'll have to probably go to a chiropractor at some point in the future and have that checked out. That on top of the fact that my brother Alan and his wife are pregnant. They have another baby coming on the way, probably be here in April of next year. And they are living in the house next door because I helped them purchase it. So there's a lot of moving parts in our lives right now. A lot of things are getting better. A lot of things are improving. And a lot of things to be excited about. You know, I am potentially going to offload a lot of the properties that are a little bit more of a headache for me for this consolidation. I'm really happy about it because not only is it going to put all the units in the same place, but it's in a very nice area, and it's going to make it so that the landscaping is a lot less expensive. As it stands right now, I'm spending like $1,200 a month for landscaping alone in the spring and summer months. And it's not too far off from that in the autumn and winter months, because Ohio gets a fair amount of snow in the winter, and obviously there's lots of trees out there, so even in autumn there's going to be a lot of a cleanup job to do that landscapers need to get paid for. So it's going to be nice to have the landscaper only have to do one property with 21 units if I get this property. I hope I do. There are other options out there, but it's looking good right now. It's looking good. So typically when you're trying to sell off your portfolio to get that capital for an upgrade, you need to do what is called a 1031 exchange. And a 1031 exchange basically means you are moving all of that capital from those properties into one big one, and you don't have to pay any taxes on it or anything like that, so long as you get it accomplished within 6 months. And it's looking like I will. It's looking like I will. This is even with the interest rates being stuck where they are, so higher interest rates means cheaper properties. It doesn't seem to matter all that much because the property prices are still pretty high due to the total amount of money that's in circulation and the inflation that we've had in the past several years. That being caused by COVID and all the other nonsense. The one after another black swan events that have been happening. So I'm still selling the properties for decent prices. And so long as I get this 21 unit apartment complex before the interest rates go down, which it looks like the central bank of the United States, Jerome Powell and his group of advisors or whatever, are considering reducing it pretty soon here, because Jerome Powell is on the verge of resigning through pressure from Pulte Homes and others, Donald Trump, our president, etc. So timing is important, but at the same time, what real estate does for you is it gives you a balance of both worlds. So you can both take advantage of low interest rates and high interest rates. Low interest rates means that you can buy and sell properties at a very high price, relatively speaking, with very low mortgages or affordable mortgages. High interest rates means that if you have interest rates locked in at a lower level, then you're still good to go. So it would be a problem if I were selling off my whole portfolio, but I'm not. I'm just selling off, how many? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I believe 12 units. Yeah, like 12 or 14, something like that. So I'm getting a nice big increase. See, I'm selling Highland, Wiltshire, Wonderly, Santa Clara, Groveland. So that is 2 units, 6 units, 10 units, 11 units, 12 units. Yeah. And I think that's all. Oh, I'm also selling my Darst property, which is worth 100 and... So my property manager thinks that I could probably sell it for 180K easy. And honestly, I probably could because of the amount of money it makes on Airbnb. But I think it's more appropriate to sell it for like 130, 140. And the mortgage on that property is very low right now. It's almost paid off. It's like $30,000 or $40,000. So it's going to be a good changeover. All that together, I'm going to have a lot of currency, a lot of capital to be able to put into a bigger property, and we're going to be leveling up. It actually looks like I'll have 30 units because I'll have Downing, which is 2, Smithville, 4. Let's see what else. 5, this property right here. Let's see, I got a list here. Melwood, 6. Westwood, 7. Sheridan, 8. And okay, so 29 units is what I have in my portfolio once this happens. Now, don't count your eggs before they hatch. I still have a lot of work to do to make this get to completion, but it's looking good right now. It's looking good. And I tell you, even if it ends up that I don't get that property, I'm going to have a lot of capital in my account, able to deploy for other properties in the future. As long as the expenses stop piling up like they have been, I'll have all of that to put into a property as well as the money that I personally make every month, which is about $10,000 to $11,000 a month. So it's actually 7 or 8 it's 7 that is consistent and will always be there, and up to 10 to 11 that's there usually. So fingers crossed. Let's get this working. Just letting you guys know the numbers. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because I'm going to want to pass this on to my family members when I get older. When it comes time for me to pass away, hopefully it won't be for a very long time. Hopefully it won't be for at least another 70 years. I want to be able to give it to family members that understand how to work real estate. Children that understand how to work real estate. So the entire backlog of videos on this channel, I pray, will give my descendants the wisdom they need to continue what I'm doing here, and the desire. I hope they have the desire in the future. If nothing else, guys, if you want to help your children, if you want to build your children up, your own legacy, if nothing else, if you make no money off of your YouTube channels, what have you, it makes this vitally important, okay? This is a historical record of all of your life and what you're leaving behind for your family. Because the reason businesses start and end so often in under 50 to 100 years, I mean, even look at Montgomery Ward's, or JCPenney's about to go out of business, or Macy's. The reason they end so quickly, don't last forever, is because the framework of how to run them has not been passed on to the children of the family. You know, and you have businesses like Apple and Google and Tesla and whatnot that will last for a very long time because the children of those family members have a tremendous amount of intelligence and wisdom to realize the importance of keeping the business going. It's not just for you in the immediate term. It's for your family members, for the things that you can build in the future, for your legacy. So I'm leaving this behind for all of them. And anybody else who gets fulfillment, intellectual, spiritual, physical, philosophical enrichment from watching my videos, I hope to leave something for you too. You know, I have a family member that is going through a Marine boot camp right now, and he's a very intelligent young man, very intelligent, and I want to be able to pass some of this stuff on to him. Whether he decides to take my properties or not when I get to the point where I'm going to pass on, or he just decides to do his own thing, build his own portfolio, I want him to have the knowledge and expertise to be able to do it without too much friction. So here we are. All right, guys, that's what I got for today. Love y'all. Peace.